What's up, friends? Welcome to my channel, Collecting is Fun, where I show you that collecting is fun. And in this one, I'm going to be reviewing something that I bought some time ago. And it's something that you usually do not open, but I purchased it specifically to open because I wanted to use it in various different sets, various different play sets or dioramas or whatever, because it's such a cool thing. And it's also a nostalgia thing. What could it be? Well, the question wants to know, and Kryptonite Doomsday, he wants to know what this is. What could it be? It is actually a pop figure. Yes, a Funko Pop. I don't usually open these. I don't have that many. I do not collect them that much at all. But if I see something that's interesting, unique, or something that speaks to me, something that I grew up with, something that was cool in the 90s, 2000s, maybe something recent, or just, whatever, I will go ahead and decide on buying it, right? So I'll bring out another one too. But this one definitely speaks to a lot of us. And I don't know, if I find another one, I might get it just to keep it in the packaging. I don't know. That sounds crazy because still. But anyway, I'm going to open up this guy right here. Question. Here you go. And it is, yes, MTV. I found this guy at Walmart Target, excuse me. And I was like, oh my goodness. It was a TV. I want my MTV. You see that? I want my MTV TV Funko Pop. Man. All right. So I'm going to take him out the locker. And this locker I got from GameStop. I was like, I don't know exactly what to do with this, but it looks kind of cool. It doesn't really fit 7-inch figures like you think. It's okay, but it really does work for these bigger size figures like Kryptonite Doomsday over here. But it's also good for a cool reveal. Maybe I can just take that off or something. I don't know. Put another sticker on there and just do whatever I want to do. Put a bunch of stickers on there. Maybe put a Big Bad Toy Store sticker on the side of it, because they give you a bunch of them every time you buy from them. Here's a sticker. Like, dude, what am I supposed to do with that? So anyway, I'm going to take him out, and then we're going to talk about the TV. Okay, so here he is with the packaging. And the great thing about Funko Pops, man, I don't know how you feel about them because there's a lot of them. It's a slippery slope to collect Funko Pops. It really is. One, because of the packaging. The packaging is thoughtful. You can stack them. You can stack them high. You can, put them side by side. It's nice and even, so you can do that. So in case, let's just say you don't have a finished wall. Your wall is messed up. Maybe there's a crack. There's some holes in there, something like that. You don't have the time to fix it or whatever the case may be. Your reasoning is your reasoning. And you decide to just, all right, well, I need to decorate it with some artwork or something. And so the artwork from the Funko Pops is great. I mean, you have the side art. You can use that, but you're not going to be using this. But this does remind me of the side art from the Marvel Legends boxes that they have now, the new ones. And they have the nice little side art right there. This is the same kind of deal, but theirs is more slender, so you can put them side by side. You can stack them if you need to, and you can see what figures in there from the artwork. But of course, you want to see what's inside like this. So with Funko Pops, people are going to pose, or not pose, but have them positioned just like this, because this is not going to be good because you're going to see it from the side. But you're going to have it just like this, and it's going to be stacked underneath, on the side, and there you have it. You have a nice way of presenting your Funko Pops right there on the wall, maybe on the shelf or what have you. And if you have a whole lot of them, you can do so. That is so cool. Now, let's talk about this guy right here. Hold on. So there it is, the back of it. Look just like that, right? Download the Funko app. I've never done that before. I might see what that's about and see what that entails. But this right here, man, I know a lot of you remember when MTV was one of the best places to go for music. BET, VH1, but MTV had so many cool ideas and fun ways to entertain you, man. Good ways. Some of them, of course, weren't so wholesome. I remember back in the day in the 80s, I didn't fool with MTV. Why? Because MTV was nothing but rock. Nothing but rock, not just rock, but white rock, Caucasian, Mount Caucasus rock. Like, come on, bro. Is that all y'all got? And then it grew. Then it had more diversity. Then you start having way more fun videos. You start having some R&B hit there. You start hitting some rap with some Tupac and some Biggie, man. Remember California Love? California Love. California. No, I mean, it was fun videos. Back when music videos were fun, that's what this represents. Back when we had cool artists, man, artists that we remember to this day, like, oh yeah, it's hard for some of these artists now, man, for this young crowd to look at some of these artists and go, man, I remember when, what video? What? Kendrick Lamar in a halftime show, something like that. Maybe Beyonce, maybe. How many artists do you have to where you can remember, oh man, those fun videos they had? Chris Brown is still doing some fun videos or whatever, but you don't see them like anymore. Where are you going to see them? Only on YouTube. That's where you're going, because MTV, music television, is hardly giving us any music anymore. Remember the shows? Remember Real World? Road Rules? It's like I didn't fool with those because I wasn't really into shows that just... I didn't want to fool with anything where I just kept hearing beep, 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 just censored almost every time they said something. Like, I don't want to do that, man. You're taking me out of the programming where I got to hit beep, beep, and beep, I can't believe she beep. So I didn't fool with that stuff. But a lot of people did, and it gave them good entertainment. Remember the Singled Out show with Jennifer, what was it, Jessica? Jennifer? Hold on. It was Chris Hardwick, and Jennifer McCarthy, excuse me. Yes. Remember those two? That was a cool show. It was a dating show. It was crazy, but it was fun. It was some fun stuff going on with MTV. Remember when they had Eon Flux? Remember when they had The Max? Beavis and Butthead? They had, what was that dude? Alien Head or something like that. They had some weird ones, man. Dharma was on there. I didn't care for her. But still, man, or Daria? Daria. Yeah, I didn't really care for that. But man, Aeon Flux, man. I love me some Aeon Flux. Aeon Flux was so cool, but it was weird at the same time. It was like a Canadian-French cartoon, I believe. And the girl was freaky. She was always freaky. Of course, the outfit she wore was like, what the heck are you wearing? And then she was always messing with that dude, Trevor. Trevor was the antagonist, but also like somebody who she was using as an ally. He would also work with her. And then as they were fighting, sometimes they would just end up sleeping with each other. Like, what? Make up your mind. What are you folks doing? Weird animation stuff, but it was all right. I mean, I might try to watch some episodes of Aeon Flux and see how I feel about it now with a more mature mind. Then you have The Max, of course. That was cool, man. And then the Aeon Flux movie wasn't that bad too with Charlize Theron. I might rewatch that. I mean, it wasn't that bad. It was okay. It wasn't like bad, but like I said, it was just okay. But anyway, man, all these different things that we had with MTV, man. Like I said, the fun music videos with the oh no, what they want from me is like the more money we come from, the more problems we see. Like PIG, PO, PPA, no info for the DEA government agent. Ooh, hold on, play the tape, man. Play the tape. No, I know that's funny. It may not be funny now, but it was hilarious back then. That man was losing breath. We were just like, man, what? Oh, we had so much fun laughing at that stuff, man. We had so much fun looking at MTV at times, man. They had so much stuff to look at. Michael Jackson videos, playing his old stuff and some of the new stuff. Oh, man, playing Scream. When that first debuted, I forgot what channel that debuted on. It was VH1 or MTV, one of them. I don't know, but it was so cool to have all of this stuff right there available to us, and we just had all this music. 90s goodness. Remember that? Well, I forgot who it was, but it was Maya and some folks with the "Take Me There, I Wanna Go There, Take Me to That Place, yeah, with wonders and wish." Yeah. That Rugrats tune they had going there. Bing, 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 bing. Beautiful stuff, man. I would play the songs, but I mean, we'd be here all day playing all this stuff, going down memory lane. But that's what this represents. That's why I got it. So I would have this TV set right here in some type of diorama, and then I would have like somebody, just sitting there. Now, of course, he's tall right now, but I'll have him like sitting up somewhere, and he just looking at the TV, right? Or maybe somebody smaller, someone like we've been dealing with Earthworm Jim for some time. Let's just let's go ahead and bring out Earthworm Jim. So he just sitting here looking at the TV like, what in the world is that? It's a TV, and he's got arms. He's got hands. What is that? Right? So that's what this is a cool idea to have in your set. Have yourself a nice TV set. Now, I have one from the total anime package of, with Anya. But there's nothing like having the I Want My MTV TV to show you and represent what we used to have and how much fun we used to have. Remember the Spider-Man show? The MTV Spider-Man show? I might rewatch some of that because the animation wasn't that great. It wasn't at all. But the story, when you actually go back and look at it and think about it, the story was actually kind of sound. It got better more towards the end, I believe. It only lasted for like 2 seasons, but it was all right. The story was okay. Neil Patrick Harris was the voice of Peter Parker. I don't know who else did the voices, but it was all right. Like I said, story-wise, the animation, it was just, I see why it lasted only 2 seasons, but man, we had some fun stuff going down on that station. Some cool shows, man. And I mean, other music channels had that VH1, BET, and had 106 in Park and all that stuff. But man, this right here was one of the ones. You saw this in the 80s, you saw it in the 90s, in the 2000s, and now it's just like, whatever. BET is just Tyler Perry all the time. It's like, and then it's the worthless place. BET is one of the most worthless places to watch a movie because they give you so many commercials. They give you like 7 minutes of commercials and then 5 minutes of movie, and then it just keeps cycling through until the movie's done. Like, dude, what in the world, man? So I just want to bring this out because if you have something like this, man, something that's like giving you that big, huge nostalgia hit, like this was right, like an era for real. This was a generation right here. The commercials we had on this stuff, man, on this channel, it was a great thing to have, and such memorabilia. It was a cool memory to have of what the 90s gave us and the 80s gave us, more so the 90s and the 80s. Like I said, the 80s just had a whole lot of rock, but when the 80s, when the latter part of the 80s hit, then the 90s, that's when it got super cool, and we really were enjoying it. 90s, man. As far as music is concerned, that's really like affecting this generation right now. Yeah, that's where it was at. So I hope somebody else finds this. I hope somebody else. I think this came out in 2024. So if you have a chance to get this, go ahead and grab it. Now I'm going to bring out the other one that I would like to have another of. And that is this. And I only get these because it's Target related. Only because it's Target related. Because it's got Bullseye. That's it. So if it's like special, like Target related, it's something you can't get anywhere else. You can't find this at Walmart. You can only get it at Target because of Bullseye. Then yeah, it's something that may pique my interest. And if I can find all of the turtles, I'll get them. But as of right now, I can only find Leonardo and Raphael. If I can find Donatello, just Donatello, I'd get them. If I can't find Raphael, Michelangelo, but just Donatello, I'm good. I'll get Donatello. But I really would like to find all of them because that would be really cool. I was looking online like, man, where is Michelangelo and Donatello? And there were folks who were like selling it for, I don't know, maybe it hadn't hit where I am just yet. Because you know how that is. Some stuff is like not even out yet, but somebody might have it or say you can order it for me, but it's really just a pre-order. Hey, whenever it comes in, I'll ship it to you. Like, oh no, bro, don't do that to me. So I like this right here. And it has Leo on his head. I don't know if I'll ever open him. I don't know. Again, it's some of these things you don't know what to really do with them. I got something from Loot Crate. I've got the Good Pigeons. The Good Pigeons from Animaniacs. I've got that as a Funko Pop. And that I would like to open and put somewhere I don't know exactly where. I like to put it in the window, but then you put it in the window, and that's when the sun is going to hit it, and it's going to get sun scorched. And exactly that's what happened to the box. It got sun scorched because I put it in the window and didn't think about it. So that's a bust on that one. But I would like to open it and have it somewhere to where it looks like, hey, some pigeons perched up. So that's cool. But yeah, some stuff like this is what I like to get into regarding Funko Pops. As I said, it is a slippery slope to have Funko Pops being in your collection. I got another one, a big one from Ross. I think I showed you that one. It's a Echo from what? Shoot, is it not Fortnite? I don't know. It might be Fortnite, but it glows in the dark. So I was like, oh, let me go and get that. And that's a nice little piece that's on my display case. And then I got a little, Xena, Warrior Princess, and Hercules. I had Hercules, and once I saw Xena, I was like, oh, well, I got to get Xena. I mean, peak 90s. Xena and Hercules, man, Lucy Lawless was a trip. She was a hilarious lady. Hilarious. Even now, she's funny. Still, she's great stuff. So, yeah. I mean, like I said, we can go on and on and on about what this gave us and some of the other stuff that the 90s gave us. But this right here, like I said, is unique enough to where it's got everything. It's got the turtles. It's got the store specific. It's got Bullseye. We don't have too much of him. And, yeah, there you go. Crossing over. Turtles again, crossing over with something. They crossed over with Target, the Bullseye dog. And got the little skateboard in there too. That's so cool. So that's me. This is the video here talking about good old MTV. Remember like Mike TV? What was that? What was Mike TV on? Mike TV was on the show Reboot from the 90s. Remember the show Reboot? Mike TV? I could call him Mike, but whatever. But I would love to have some up-to-date Reboot figures because they came out with those back in the day. But they came out with some up-to-date Reboot figures. I would love it. Nacelle can do it. Who is that? Jada can do it. I would love to have me some Reboot figures. Man, that would be amazing. Oh my gosh. And since I mentioned Animaniacs, they can do that too. But that's WB. So who else could do that? Jada. Since they're doing Scooby-Doo, give us some Animaniacs figures. Now, of course, I don't want them to be $29. Just like, I mean, it's small. Like SH Figure Arts has that Daima Vegeta for $34.99. Like, what is the money? Where's the money going? Why am I spending $35 on this? It's too small. Is less plastic, less articulation. What are we doing? Why is that $35? Same thing with any other figure that's that small. What are we doing? Where's the money going? So if they do Animaniacs or anything small, it's got to be. It has to be something lower. The price has to come down. Seriously. But yeah, that's the end of the video. I thank you all for watching. If you tuned in and if you remembered the songs like I did, remember some other stuff, man, go ahead and chime in. Chime in the comment section. Let's talk about some of that stuff. Reminisce just a little bit regarding what MTV gave us back in the day. Look at that guy. That is so cool right there. So there he is with his thumbs up because it was really cool. All right. Like I said, that's the end of the video. That's a good shot right there. Let me go and take a picture of that. Good shot. All right. Thank you all again for watching. Have fun collecting because collecting is fun. Later days.